Mewtwo.
WaDi Mewtwo, yes, this is true. All right, taking it to Town and City here, game one.
Yeah, the stage that does have a bit more of a taller ceiling, so, if it was WaDi's pick, that might make sense on, because Joker has a lot of those vertical kills, like those drag down, up smash, stuff like that.
Right.
So this could be very helpful for that matchup.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see how they make use of how much airspace there is. I'd say one of Mewtwo's biggest weaknesses in general is for how big a body he has, how light he actually is.
For sure.
He's kind of a glass cannon in that regard, which something like Joker with Arsene, like we're seeing right now with Remzi, can take advantage of.
Absolutely, but I mean, WaDi's definitely holding his own against what's definitely a very tricky matchup to work with. And I mean, like right now, just getting Joker off stage, he's lost the Arsene right now, so it is going to be a lot easier to deal with this character now.
Yeah, the momentum. Oh, not quite killing there. I'd also like to mention that WaDi probably has significantly more playtime against Jokers than Remzi does against Mewtwo. So there's definitely at least some of that unfamiliarity factor here coming into play.
That's very true. Mewtwo is, as we talked about earlier, not a very common character to see. And Joker, a very popular character, even though it's a DLC.
Yes, I would say, taking off the first stock there right off the top, I would say Joker is probably one of, if not the most commonly seen top tier at tournaments. Don't quote me on that, but we just happen to see him quite a bit.
Whew, and taking it from coast to coast right now, 50% in that too. Arsene is out again, but I mean, if WaDi can just keep his distance, maybe use some of those shadow balls, decrease the time of it, use those nairs too.
Right. Yeah, and it's worth noting now with the clock ticking down here on Arsene, like if Remzi cannot get this first stock here before Arsene is gone, he's going to be really, really far on the back foot because it's going to be that much harder to take him out. Although Mewtwo is relatively light, throw not going to be enough to do it.
Town is tall after all.
Oh, the back air will close it. He didn't even need Arsene on that one. Did it all by himself.
Yep. Doesn't need any parental supervision there.
Exactly. Oh, WaDi, good read on that tech roll.
Oh, wow. That was a huge call out there. Just going, okay, I'm just going to up smash at ledge. I know you're going to neutral get him.
And then catching in there with the forward air. Yeah, WaDi seems to be very confident in his Mewtwo play right now.
Yeah, you could see that like at the start he was starting to be a bit more cautious, and now he's really starting to turn on against his opponent.
Ooh, that was a beautiful side B into down B there right as Remzi got Arsene.
Yeah, and if Remzi were like a little bit lower, that disable would have been able to confirm into things, because you do have to be on the ground for disable to stun you.
Right. All right, let's see here if Remzi can do much of anything here with the last couple seconds of his Arsene. Ooh, really fishing for that back air kill.
Oh no, this is looking so dangerous, and there it is. A forward air to take it. Town has very short side blast on
Yes.
too.
Yeah, I mean, Mewtwo's forward air is clearly one of his strongest kill options. And WaDi is very well skilled in spacing it just so to get those kills off the sides like that. I mean, he is a world caliber player, so that makes sense. No disrespect to Remzi, who is a very, very good player on his own. But WaDi is just, in many ways, kind of in his own realm in these locals.
Yeah, I mean, from what I hear, wasn't it the story that him and Josh had like one day just shown up and they did very well? Like they were just like practice against each other for a very long time and just got good just from that.
Ah, yeah, that must have been. I'm not familiar with that, but taking it here, game 2 to go into small battlefield. Remzi trying to close the overall size of the field a little bit. Maybe try to get in WaDi's face a little bit better than something as big as Town and City was last game.
Yeah, this does help a lot with Joker, a character that really wants to get in your face, and Mewtwo, someone that you don't necessarily want to play quite as quickly.
Right. Yeah, there's a classic axiom in Magic the Gathering of who's the beatdown, is in who's the aggressor in this game, and in this matchup in general, I would say that Joker has to be the aggressor. Joker has to get in. Mewtwo has a lot more tools to kind of keep him out, keep him spaced, charge a Shadow Ball, just be a general nuisance.
Absolutely, and I mean, especially because Joker could get a lot more off of one interaction than Mewtwo can in this match in particular. But
excellent down B there. Ooh. That was beautiful.
And this time Joker was on the ground, so it did get to go off. So that's always something to worry about when using Mewtwo, being able to time that just right. Because if you get that just barely wrong, it doesn't have very much hit stun.
Yes, yeah, you are in, or if they're even facing the wrong way, something as simple as that. You got to look them right in the eyes. All right, but Remzi closing out WaDi's first stock as well, trying to narrow this gap and actually getting a slight lead at the moment. I believe that's the first, or that was the first lead that Remzi's had this whole set.
I think so, yeah. And it looks like Remzi's actually starting to, figure it out a bit more, because we did see it was an edge guard that took that previous stock. Remzi's sort of getting these, like, ledge options that WaDi's going for a lot better now.
Oh, Remzi going deep there for that Mewtwo kill. Not quite getting it.
That's like one of the first times I've ever actually seen the invincibility from the Arsene up B actually come into play.
Oh yeah, it's a huge part of that, the usefulness of that recovery. You can just take one whole, or one whole angle from the equation. Oop, down gun's not quite reaching WaDi there.
Yeah, that is one of the good things about Mewtwo. Very high jump and also able to teleport as well. So
right, can avoid all of the nonsense that would mess with his recovery.
Yeah.
Just like that. So it's interesting. We were seeing kind of a more aggressive WaDi in the first game, but with Remzi kind of taking control of this one just a little bit, we're seeing more of the classic super defensive Rob and Mewtwo WaDi play.
Yeah, it's a little bit like, just waiting for another chance to, get that adaptation, find the patterns in Remzi's play. Because if you can't really find the patterns, you don't want to go in on Joker too much.
Ooh, so there we see a scenario last game, that up smash call out really paid off, but here we see why that's not always a good idea for some of you newer players that may be just now learning the competitive scene. The strongest attacks are not always the best because they leave you the most vulnerable when they miss like that.
That's very true. And okay, WaDi, wow, that was great. Using the Shadow Ball, canceling it to fake out, and then
nice. Yeah, back air closing out that stock. We've got a very close game right now.
Ooh, this is very good on catching how WaDi is going to go above the ledge sometimes, and just throwing at it, very active hitbox, able to intercept that, stuff him out, keep him uncomfortable.
Exactly. Oh, gets the grab. Let's see what he can do with it. Just missing that grappling hook there. I'll tell you, if Remzi can take this game, that'll be a big win for him. Because WaDi's Mewtwo is pretty scary to deal with.
But it looks like Remzi's landing a lot of these grabs now. That's normally something that you have to be like in your opponent's head.
And catches him there with the, oh, wow. That was an excellent. Remzi taking game 2 is a huge deal. Going into game 3 with the momentum like that, this could be that edge that he needed in the first game.
Absolutely. And that, speaking of your momentum, that was a lot of momentum there.
Yeah.
He was like in Wadi's head there, getting those grabs, catching, okay, I see you're shielding, I'm just going to grab you.
Yeah.
Get my conversion, and then reset. Here we go, another grab, and ending up, getting that up smash, seeing, okay, you're just going to stay still here.
Let's see, where are we going to be going for game 3? Back or over to Smashville. Again, a very small stage.
Yeah.
The WaDi wants to get up in his face, which is interesting because he won on one of the biggest stages in the game. But that might be why WaDi going with his tried and true Rob here. Remzi should feel pretty good about forcing WaDi onto his main.
That's very true. Like forcing a PGR player, whatever, what was it, 22?
Yeah, I believe he was 22 in the last season.
Yeah, forcing them to go onto their main, that is bragging rights for sure.
All right, let's see what he can do here with the Rob matchup.
Okay, using those gyros there, playing it defensively, but not passively.
Well, and that's what I was saying before. WaDi's general game plan tends to be a lot more defensive than many other players. Rob tends to feed into that really well. He's kind of a counterpunch sort of character, poke and poke and poke, and then find an opportunity to really go in. My guess is this game is going to go significantly longer than either of the first two.
For sure. I mean, Rob is significantly heavier. What, like 13th heaviest in the game or something?
Oh, he's up there.
Oh, no, I think like 20th, something. But top quarter of the cast in terms of weight. So significantly heavier than Mewtwo.
Oh, but catching behind him with the side B there, not quite closing it out, but very close. That could have killed a lighter character.
Yeah, Joker is deceptively heavy for his size. He looks like he would be around Marth's weight. He's heavier.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that. Okay. I guess he's just so fast, I assumed he was much lighter.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's why. you would not think that this character, it's like, what, closer to, from what I remember, Mario weight? Something like that.
Good to know. Alrighty, so Remzi's sitting at a very high percent right now. This is a very dangerous situation for him. One neutral air, ooh, not quite enough to do it. A down throw into up smash will do it too.
173. I mean, Remzi does have max rage, so.
He does, and he's about to get Arsene if he can survive maybe 1 or 2 more hits.
So this is very scary for WaDi. Like, even though he has the lead.
Arsene active.
Okay.
Oh, but catching him with that spike there on the recovery. The robot cares not for your top-hatted friend.
It does not care if you have max rage and Arsene. It is just trying to get you to your second stock as soon as possible.
Oh, Arsene active yet again.
Ooh.
Or is just about to be.
Okay, yes, because Arsene does passively like get closer and closer as you're behind. So you can be behind in percent on
or
the same
stock.
Yes.
Yep. Now, can he close out that first stock on WaDi here?
Oh, whoa.
The very last hit of that up tilt. Just enough to poke through.
Yeah, because doesn't the Arsene version make it last longer too?
I know it makes it more powerful. I'm not sure if it lasts longer. I'd have to take a look at that.
Yeah, it just felt very long there. Maybe it's because of all the
shields.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Ooh, very nearly ending it right there with the
Oh,
very nearly getting it again.
No way.
WaDi's out for blood.
And I mean, still no damage on this. Okay, there we go. But that was a single back air and a nair now. This is looking very difficult.
The stage spike with the top.